to the Attempters Movie Podcast with your host, Ronnie Bolser, a.k.a. Caboose. Before we get started, remember to follow me on VidMe, follow me on YouTube, like, comment, and if you really like me, subscribe to VidMe for $1. Because it's awesome. I'm here with my guests. Some of you know him from before. Well, no, actually, you don't know him yet. You will know him soon. Angelo Lemon, a.k.a. Bubba.
What's up, everybody? This is Angelo Lemon.
And you don't know him yet either, but he is coming in some new episodes. My good friend Mikey.
Hello.
We call him Silent Bob, so he might not say a lot of things, but I'll force him to. I'll give him the force. Right through it. I'll force it out of him. Anyways, tonight's movie is Alien Covenant, and it was a great fucking movie. I usually do this in segments, but the first thing I gotta say this good thing about Alien Covenant is it puts everything in perspective. I'm not gonna spoil it, like always, no spoils. But if you were really confused about Prometheus, this shit puts everything in perspective for Prometheus. Because now you understand fucking everything.
It officially sets it up for the third part that would lead into the first Alien film. It's
a setup movie, but it also makes you understand everything from the first one. Because a lot of people were not clear on what the shit the first one was about.
Yeah, and as we had this discussion earlier in which I was happy because at the beginning of Prometheus they put in H.R. Geiger. And as Ronnie said, unless you're actually a fanboy, like a hardcore fanboy following, you're not going to understand if you're a general audience member.
Yeah.
So I was happy that Prometheus did that in the beginning, but I see what you guys mean.
Yeah, you actually corrected me on that because I thought the Alien vs. Predator, canon was still canon. So I thought the Predators were the people who made the aliens. So I was really confused on that. But I think I guess they just scrapped that canon, or it was never canon in the first place.
Well, also, if you think about it,
alternate universe,
AVP and AVP2, if you look at it, those take place in a modern time, which means they have to be in a different timeline entirely, because the first Alien doesn't even get created until 2047 or something like that. Yeah, 2047 or something like that. Where the AVP movies are taking place in 2008 and then 2011. So there's no way that they can coincide.
Yeah. Well, I like what you said. Alternate universes, it just makes sense. In the alternate universe.
Yeah.
But then it gets really confusing because in the timeline for Alien vs. Predator, they put that android guy in. But the human version of the android guy, I forget what the fuck his name is, from the Wayland Company.
Yeah. And so, they still have mentions and stuff, but there's always one character that is necessary to mention if you're trying to keep it canon, and that would be Ripley. Just hands down, you have to mention Ripley if you wanted to keep within the storyline, and AVP and AVP2 did not mention her at all.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh god, it's fucking hot in here. It's summertime right now, guys, and if you haven't gotten your shit ready, get your shit ready, because you need to go to the pool or to the swimming hole or to your mom's backyard. Whatever the fuck you got.
The slip and slide.
Your mom's slip and slide, huh? Speaking of slip and slide, there was a lot of cool looking aliens in this fucking movie.
They return to their roots on certain aspects, like the gross out aspect it came back with a bang. It was so good.
Yeah.
It was great. Once again, not going to spoil it, but not only did they have one of the original jump scares that freaked everybody out first time they saw it, but they've included new ones, which is extremely creative how they did it.
I like how they integrated the CGI into the alien too, because he looks like in the original how he had the elongated blue head.
Yeah.
Now because in the other ones it was more black, but in this one it was back to the original where it was like blue. It had a blue shine to it, and I really really like that.
Yeah. This is, I think, the first Alien movie to date where they didn't have practical effecting for it. which I think is a first in the entire series. And
I'm pretty sure it was all CGI in Prometheus too.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, that also wasn't the. I mean, as in for like the actual alien itself.
Oh, that might have been.
This is the first time that they used CGI for the whole thing,
Uh-huh.
and it came across extremely clean. Like you can tell that the sets and the CGI in the film were A+, just hands down, amazingly made.
Good stuff. I love it.
The alien itself looked as clean and as swift as it possibly could.
I'm not gonna do a little bit of a spoiler, but not. There's different kinds of aliens in this movie. You're gonna love it.
In easiest of terms, it's integrating both sections. You
the
get
Prometheus aliens and the newer alien.
Yeah,
the older, newer aliens that we've all come to love from Ripley's movies.
We're like having a Star Wars moment where the original trilogy is actually good.
Yeah.
Or no, pardon me, not the original. Oops. Okay, scratch that. I didn't say that. Where the prequel trilogy is actually good because so far they're hitting. It's 2 out of 2 for me.
Yeah, not a lot of people like Prometheus, but I liked it.
That's just because
the only thing I did not like about Prometheus was the fucking rolling thing that everybody was complaining about. Yeah. That fucking spaceship was rolling right at her, and all she would have had to do was dodge left or right. Fucking, how dumb are you?
You gotta have scenes like that.
Well, you gotta have a scene like that, but at least put a spaceship that's not fucking, like, put the spaceship going like this, not, oh shit!
It reminded me of Malcolm McDonald's scene in Austin Powers, where the steamroller is coming by and he's just, stop!
I love that fucking part.
That's what that reminded me of.
Yeah, it's great.
What'd you like about it, Mike?
I like the aliens too. The young aliens freak me out.
The young ones?
The short aliens.
Oh yeah, those were creepy. I love it.
They had a spider effect.
Yeah, they made them like
they had a spider effect.
Good point.
That I have arachnophobia, and that tripped me out.
Yeah.
It was
good stuff.
Awesome.
What about the characters themselves? Which character was your favorite?
Oh, okay, so I had issues. This is like where the main issue comes through. Character development as an individual wise, you understand, but relationship development. At least 3 people are married and they don't specify.
Yeah.
Like who they're married to and stuff like that. Like you just hear my wife.
I'm like, who the fuck are you talking about? My wife's titties this and...
Yeah, okay, like in the middle of... I just agreed with that. I love you to my wife. Don't want to get in trouble. But...
She'll never hear this.
There is...
We got prostitutes here already. Girls? Yes! See, look at that.
I want to go home. But there is a scene in this film in which you have no idea that this guy is married to this chick until like it's past midpoint and stuff, and I guess it was some sort of pivotal like plot point for the.
Yeah.
But it was like something that was supposed to be important, and you had no idea that there was that, and certain characters didn't get as much build-ups and stuff, so. The things that happened to him
I don't really care. They were cannon fodder.
They weren't really important.
They were straight up cannon fodder.
Yeah,
you knew that they were gonna die.
Yeah, they get killed and it's just well, cool, you're dead. You know,
we have a crew of 33, but don't worry.
Yeah, the main part...
We'll get them down to 2 by the end of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey, we haven't gotten those guys, so let's just set it up in this section for the next 10 minutes and take care of them. It was just, the relationship aspect was unnecessary, because you were so confused. Oh, and James Franco has a cameo, and it's wonderful. That's not a spoiler, because he's actually in the credits and in the trailer. It's wonderful. It's so cool.
It's great. The way they set up the trailer and the prequel was just amazing.
It actually, it fit.
Instead of spoiling, because you know you're gonna watch the fucking trailer and watch the prelude before you even watch this fucking movie. But when you watch the trailer and the prelude, this is the one spoiler. It's not in the movie at all. Like, nothing from the trailer or the prelude was in the movie.
Yeah,
It was straight up like actually just setting up the movie.
Yeah, there was one scene that I was looking forward to seeing in the actual film, and it was only in the trailer. And that is when the xenomorph is actually standing on the front of the on the top of the ship, and it's before it started banging its head. It tilted its head up and like roared loudly, and that was in the trailer. And I loved that, and I was like, I'm looking forward to this. And then all of a sudden they skip from that, and it just started headbutting the shit out of this window. And I was like, that. It was slightly depressing, but it wasn't too important. It was just the little things.
Nitpick.
Yeah.
My favorite. I liked who they got for the Ridley.
Oh, the
replacement Ridley.
She stated in an interview also, because I have watched interviews for this too. She stated that she knew that there were going to be like, you know, aspects in which they would connect the two characters together. And the director was like, just don't even think about it, because then you're gonna feel like you're gonna try and outperform her and overdo it.
Yeah.
And he was like, create your own character and just go by it. And that's why we got in this film, you got a more of her innocent aspect. Like she wasn't just badass number one, like right off the bat.
Yeah, like A1 sauce.
Yeah, because when Ripley went in, she came in and she was there to like
Guns
fuck shit up and hump your husband. Like
she was there to eat ass and chew bubble gum, and she's all that ass.
All that ass, yeah. Dick kick him. But no, it was there. You can. It's a very discernible difference between the two characters, and it's wonderful how they set that up. And the AI characters. Okay, you asked me for favorite character and stuff. I'm honestly going to have to say Warren.
The AI character.
The
guy played by.
Was it fucking? Oh, pardon me, Walter. Sorry, Walter.
Yeah. He's the AI on the ship, and every ship has an AI. So
yeah, they have a synthetic AI.
That's not a spoiler. That's like a fucking alien canon thing. Every ship has a fucking synthetic.
Definitely, my favorite was Walter, hands down. He was amazing in that film, and how they used him.
I don't know why, and you know, he wasn't really like shown very much, but the cowboy hat dude.
Oh yeah.
Fucking what his name?
I can never remember. Yeah,
I can never remember his
He's in every
acting
movie
name.
now, but can't remember his damn name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy from 30 Minutes or Less.
Oh, you took mine.
What?
You took mine. I was about to say.
You were about to say that?
I couldn't.
Yeah, the main pilot, the main pilot of the ship.
Yeah, the main pilot of the ship. He was great. He didn't have but I like all of his scene. He didn't. It wasn't really humor, and that actor is usually known for humor.
No, okay, they're putting him into more serious roles though.
Yeah,
and he's killing it.
Yeah, he's really good at it.
I wouldn't say it's at this level and stuff, but like what they did with Bryan Cranston, where his earlier career was just filled with comedy. It was completely comedy. I mean, Hal from Malcolm in the Middle, Hal, and that, you know, it's like, and then all of a sudden they made him Walter White for Breaking Bad, and he just flipped his entire like persona. Because he was being typecasted. That's what he was. He was that quirky comedy guy, and now all of a sudden he goes from this quirky kind of awkward dad into just being this fucking badass. Like, oh my god, it's the same thing. They're switching him around.
It just shows to like the acting skills. Like, have you seen Kong yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, you haven't seen Kong, but the guy, you know who plays in it? That funny guy.
Alpha Step Brothers.
Yeah, Alpha Step Brothers.
Yeah.
He fucking kills it in that movie, and I didn't know
he's been in some serious.
Yeah, well, he's funny in the Kong movie, but he's also like really serious funny.
Yeah, it's pretty much what they tried to do with Jack Black, but Jack Black can never really be serious in the film.
Yeah.
Only time that I ever saw him be serious was when Bruce Willis killed his ass in 12
I don't know. He's pretty serious. He was pretty serious in Goosebumps.
No, his character was still relatively...
A little bit goofy, but he was serious. Goofy. No, because in the first parts of the movie, he was like really mad. He played the good, like mean mad.
But he was still Jack Black.
True.
Jack Black.
He's Jack Black. Mean.
You didn't feel like it was anybody else.
True.
I mean, he was playing R.L. Stein, but it didn't feel like he was playing anybody else.
But these comedy guys are it's happening a lot lately. These comedy guys are breaking away from comedy and doing a lot of stuff.
Now,
Seth Rogen hasn't done it yet, but
he's not gonna. Okay, he just released Sausage Party. We're not getting anything serious from him for a while. Closest thing to
actually, he's the director or the executive producer on that show on AMC, Preacher.
Oh yeah, he is the executive producer for that.
He doesn't star in
no, I know that, but
serious shit, but he does make it.
He
and
funds it, yeah. So the thing that I was happy about in this film, because I found this out as soon as we got home, because I wanted to look up the cast, is the main lead in Alien Covenant
was wearing a push-up bra. Shame.
Okay, during the last 25 minutes of that movie, there was no bra involved. That being said, I love you, my wife. So the lead actress inside of Alien Covenant is also the lead actress from the new Blair Witch. And, okay, so I'm not going to go on a rant about this because it's what normally happens, but the new Blair Witch just did not live up to the original, hands down.
I didn't watch it.
And her acting inside of Blair Witch was subpar. So I feel like they did take a risk on her, but she fucking stole the show in this film. Like she really was amazing. It really showed that, she had a fluke. So it was definitely the casting in this film took risks with different characters and different people that they asked for. And it
like the comic
off.
guy in the store about Ripley.
3 of the actresses in that film also are actually models.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
wow.
They're actually models. And
I actually liked the Cowboy Hat's wife. And in the trailer, you'll know who it is because it says this is my wife.
Yeah. Okay. So,
but she is amazing. Like the panic on her face when shit starts going down. Fucking. Yeah, it's crazy.
She tapped into fear.
She tapped into the fear. She was a great actress.
It was definitely a solid performance.
All right, let's go to the final segment. Visuals. What do you think about the visuals?
In recent times, for 3, that's 10 out of 10.
Well, no, I mean, like the old style to the new style.
You're talking like the aesthetics and stuff.
Yeah, because you remember the aesthetics of Alien 1, they were like very 80s. They were for their time.
Okay, so the difference based upon the original Alien and this one is they have certain styles of it. They have the close quarters of the original Alien, because that's what made the original Alien. It was claustrophobic. It was closed. There wasn't much to go. There was a cat.
They did that really well. Even when they were outside in the opening, I felt very claustrophobic.
Yeah. It felt like that.
They made it feel because they were trapped on a planet, Yeah. And the planet's big, right? But it still feels claustrophobic for where they were. It's
because they were alone.
Yeah.
Because they were stranded out there.
Yeah.
And compared to this film, the film felt more open. On certain things, the claustrophobia was there, but not until way later in the film. And then a certain area that I also noticed, it had a very Alien versus Predator, the first one, that feel, the open, old, ancient style thing.
Now I like this better too because they actually had more control of the ship this time around. Like in Alien 1 and Alien 2 and Alien 3.
They had some dumbass pilots.
Yeah, they didn't. There was no like control of the ship, but in this movie they have complete control of the ship.
They had stabilizers. They had the absolute. And what was...
And they actually used the ship against the alien, which I thought was fucking amazing.
Yes, and on top of that, with each movement that they did... Because normally in movies, they don't have a realistic aspect of how flight pattern would be.
It's just like panic and we're going to run and what are we going to do and they're going to kill us.
Repercussions for doing everything. Yeah. Where in this film, they balanced it. I mean, there's a scene in which this dude is like... this chick asks him to do something for the ship, and he says it's going to imbalance it, and she's like, I don't care, and does it, and that ship goes sideways.
Yeah, exactly.
It drops,
so like everything that they do actually has repercussions. Yeah,
it was really realistic. As for aesthetics and how it looks, oh my god, it reminded me of early 2000s films. It really did. The lighting was clean.
I love the lighting. Everything on the spaceship had a little beep and a boop.
There wasn't anything that was too dark. And one of the scenes towards the end and stuff, and I'm not fully gonna like ruin it or anything, but there is a scene in which you see the xenomorph through a mirror or through a window, and all you see is its teeth. And it was the smartest move possible. Instead of seeing the whole body, all you see is its teeth. And then you see it open its mouth, and then its tongue starts popping out, and it was just fucking amazing. It looked great. Like, this film all around, it just looked great.
I don't want to put you on the spot, buddy, but you gotta say something nice about it. Come on, say something you like.
What did I like?
Come on.
I liked when they went into the place when they first got there. The guy invited them in, and they turned things on. That was really cool.
Oh, the lighting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The motion.
The alien lighting.
Yeah.
You that's right. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought those like. Now we're spoiling the back scenes. You don't give a shit about back scenes, but you know, like the alien lights and the technology that they used on the alien. You know, they're going to a planet that has alien shit on it.
Yeah.
That's in the fucking trailer.
No, they didn't do it like how a lot of films do, where like there's big ass sound effects and stuff. It literally just when they walk by, it's like think, and then it's on. And it was like vicinity lighting. It like not motion detected, but it was just if you were in the vicinity of it. Because the moment that you left, it flashed off.
Yeah, it was super cool because it was like our technology but different.
Yeah,
it was the aesthetic. But you're right, Mikey. The aesthetic of it was fucking amazing.
And what was great is that once again the lighting in that film was like the moment that something went dark, it went dark.
Yeah.
Like there was no more focal points on it and stuff. It was black. You didn't need to focus on something behind it. So it was really, really all around like solid on the look for the film.
Yeah.
It fit.
I really enjoyed it. I thoroughly think that, you know, I think they dropped the ball on Prometheus, but they picked it right back up with Alien Covenant. You know, they were like, we dribbled a little bit. I'm sorry. You know.
No, that's not to say that Prometheus was bad.
Oh, well, it was not well received, though.
It wasn't. Well, that's also because they didn't stick Alien in front of it.
Yeah,
once again, if they would have put Alien on it, people would have gone apeshit for it. And they're like, this is setting up for a new, you know.
I feel like that's what Ridley Scott was trying to not do too.
He wasn't trying to name it Alien because he was trying to set it up for this movie.
Yeah.
Because this movie was only going to be called Covenant.
Yeah.
That's all it was going to be called.
And then he realized that it wouldn't have gotten as much box office, so he had to fucking put the word Alien in.
The moment that he smacked Alien on it, that shit leaked.
Yeah.
Instantly. And then he dropped the trailer like 3 weeks later, and people lost their shit.
Yeah.
So it was a smart move.
It was a smart move, but it sucks that he had to do that. That it couldn't be its own thing. It couldn't be its own. I understand the frustration in that because I've wanted to name something, and then I couldn't name it because I had to name it something that people would like. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I got you, man.
Yeah. Anyways, that's all the time we have for this podcast. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, follow me on VidMe, follow me on YouTube, or subscribe to me on YouTube. Comment, like, and if you really, really like me, and you want to insert it, and you want to tip me up, insert that tip, baby. And subscribe, it's only $1 a month. I mean, what else are you going to do with $1? You going to buy a candy bar? You're already too fat.
That's one bill to a stripper, okay?
Alright, you guys have a nice day, and we'll see you in the next realm. Bye-bye.